Alright, I want to hurry this one up because it is freaking cold out here, and all my hoodies are in the wash. My stance on cheating over the years really has not changed all that much. I really dislike cheating. It bothers me, just to the core. It bugs the hell out of me. But what bugs me even more is when people cheat and they should know better. It's when the high-level guys actually cheat. You know, if you're playing at the highest level of the game and you know you're better than the people that you're on the field with, and you know that you're going to win this game, why do you feel the need to cheat? Oh, right. Hang on. I know the answer to this one. Because if you're not cheating, you're not pushing the envelope. And when you play at our level, if you're not pushing the envelope, you're not going to win. To which I only have one response, and that is to ask Anubis what he thinks. What do you think, Anubis? Wah! There you go. Right from Anubis' mouth right there. But what really bothers me the most is when there is sanctioned cheating, or when there is cheating going... Let me kind of explain what I'm talking about. A few years ago, I was playing a scenario game out in the woods, and there's a big format game. So at one point during the day, I'm doing what I typically do in big scenario games. That is, okay, I know what the mission is. I'm going to go strike out this way. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do this big, massive flank. I'm going to get behind the other team. So you do the stalk. You guys know this. You've seen the videos. I'm moving fairly close to where the trail actually is, and I was doing that because, quite frankly, I was being lazy at the time. And I hear a voice behind me say, hey, there's two guys coming up behind you. And my first thought is, wait a minute, I don't have any teammates behind me. I turn around, and behind me, about 30, 40 feet behind me, is the referee. And he's the one pointing at a couple guys trying to flank me out in the weeds. So this puts me in quite the conundrum here, because a referee, the guy who should be enforcing the rules, just cheated on my behalf. I could possibly understand if it was two guys that I knew coming up behind me and the referee just wanted to give him a hard time. I could even possibly understand if the referee was somebody that I knew, because then, it would be, a friend trying to help out a friend, even though it's not really a cool thing to do. I could understand that. But I had no idea who this referee was, and for all I could tell, he didn't know who I was. What I ultimately chose was the wrong decision, and that is that I figured, okay, you know what, I'm just going to keep on playing, I'm here, I'll just keep on going. I'll just ignore anything that happens behind me, and I will just hope that whoever's behind me doesn't see me and light me up in the back. Thankfully, they didn't. They only fired one shot, and I didn't even look for it. I felt the impact. I said, fine, okay, I'm done. That's it. What I should have done was instantly call myself out. Looking back now, I realize that, but at the time, I figured, you know what? Let's just keep the flow of the game going. Come on, let's just... I can ignore this. We'll still have a good time, but unfortunately, it gets really hard to ignore. Here's the thing. When a referee is cheating on your behalf, it kind of throws into question what all the other referees are doing. Are they going to cheat for the other team? Are they cheating for your team? Are they specifically rooting for one side to win over the other? And to be honest, it really throws off everybody else in the field too, because I know that the two guys behind me who were sneaking up on me, I know they could hear the referee, and I know that they could hear what he was saying. It just was not a good situation. Do me a personal favor. If I'm on the field of play and you see me and you see somebody sneaking up behind me, let them have it. Because obviously I'm not on my A game. They are on their A game. They've earned it. Let them have it. In a way, I'm almost thinking that the referee was thinking that he was possibly in the right, because there were no rules specifically stating that referees couldn't tell players what was going on the field of play. I mean, there's a rule that dead players don't talk, but referees don't talk to players. Either way, I personally feel that referees should be outside of the situation. They shouldn't actually be involving themselves. They shouldn't have anything at stake, whether which team wins or loses. Now, I can possibly understand if you've got a bunch of newbies on one side and you kind of lean over to one and say, hey, you really should get over to that bunker right over there. That would be a really good spot for you. That I can understand. So a quick note to all you referees out there. If you want to get involved in the game, if you want to play the game, admission fee is probably going to be about $40, and a case of paint is going to be about another $80 or so. So why don't you just take off the stripes, and why don't you come join us out on the field? So I get paid, right?